This is Twit.
We've got an All Things D article that Twitter plans to revamp its whole DM private messaging product in general. Sources that are anonymous, but apparently there are 3 of them, say, yeah, that's something that they're working on. We don't exactly know what it's going to look like, but it could possibly be its own standalone app. So you've got the Twitter, and then you've got the messaging app. I know, you're kind of making a face like, I don't know, who needs it? But yeah, but I mean, that's worked pretty well for Facebook. Not that Facebook and Twitter are exactly the same product, but I think of Facebook as the entire Facebook experience, but it's also a really easy way to message somebody, and I prefer the messaging app because it's just stripped out of all the other stuff.
But if you're using the messaging app, you can still go to the Facebook app to get those messages if you wanted them as well, right?
Correct.
Like it kind of duplicates functionality, but it also has a stripped down version of Messenger. I think the report was talking about a standalone product, and I don't know if it would work the same way as Facebook, where you could have them both accessible in the let's say DM app versus the Twitter app. Because if it gets split out like Twitter Music did, which I downloaded and then never used, this is kind of that weird zone of how are they going to make it all work together. And if they want Twitter to be all public, it does make sense for DMs to be pushed aside, but that seems, I mean, DMs have not been that important to Twitter, it looks like, because they pushed it so far down. If you go to the website, it's really hard to find. Go to the Me tab, and then you go into look at your little profile, and there's a little envelope, and if it's blue, there you go. Now you know you have a DM, but it used to be way up there.
Yeah, it's been buried, and now it's almost as if Twitter's like, what is a part of our experience that we've de-emphasized or that we're not using to its fullest potential? Some folks have said, well, this is going to turn into some sort of an advertising thing, because if you're following a brand, then you may get some targeted promoted tweets, right? Or you've got promoted posts that hang out at the top of your stream if you're using one of the official Twitter products.